Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Samantha Rosetta. What it do? If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, what's up, squad? Anyway, so in today's sit down video, drum roll please, we gonna talk about why I went from a stay-at-home mom to a working mom, because so many people think I'm crazy for doing so. But I might be. But then again, I might not be. Anyway, let's get into it. And it's funny because today I'm recording this and I'm home with Cass because he had a fever and he has to be out for 24 hours. Look at that. Look at that. So, let's go. I'm not crazy, y'all. I'm really not crazy. The reason I went from being a stay-at-home mom to a working mom is because I really had to. Me and my spouse decided that, let me not even lie, I decided to agree to my spouse asking for a divorce. So once he asked for a divorce back in October for like the third time, I just was like, okay, cool, whatever. Because it had finally been time. I feel like it had ran its course. So that's when I really realized that, hey, Sam, you need to go back to work. You have to go back to work. And in reality, being a stay-at-home mom was absolutely amazing. Don't get me wrong, because I was able to be with my kids full time. I was able to take them to school, pick them up from school, be more interactive, I guess you can say. I was able to do a little more, and it was amazing. I was a stay-at-home mom for 3 years. Yes, 3 years. When I got pregnant with Cass, the pregnancy was really rough, and I was getting sick, and I literally had to leave Publix. Originally, the plan was just to be out and then figure things out and go back, but once my spouse presented to me like, hey, you should be a stay-at-home mom, I was like, okay, cool. Let's do it. I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom. That was 2019. So 2020, the pandemic happened, COVID happened, all that, C-19, schools were shut down. So then I had no choice but to really stay home with my kids, because who else was gonna do it? Let's be honest, who else was gonna do it? He is a full-time over-the-road truck driver. So who else was gonna do it? So I was home. Schools kind of opened back up in 2021. So I sent the kids back 2021, 2022, whenever. When it was okay to send them back, for my logic, my senses, my sanity, they went back. But me and Kyrie were still home. So I had dabbled in 2020 with my boutique, but that also is because, like, he was like, oh, you should do it, blah, blah, blah. But I really wasn't focused. Like, I really wasn't utilizing it. So I was just home. He was taking care of everything. He was doing all that. But I really missed going to work. I missed going to a workplace. I missed having my own. I really had missed it, and I wanted to go back badly. I didn't know where I wanted to go. I just knew that I wanted to get out the house and go to work. He was like, oh, what about work from home jobs, this, that, and the third. But I didn't think working from home was gonna work either, because I had Cass. So how was that really gonna work? I didn't see it. I personally did not see it being able to be doable. I know it's women out here who are able to work from home with their children, but at the time I wasn't one of them. He was still little. So like I say, 2022, yeah, because we're in 2023. So October 2022, that's when it was like, hey. July, I was given an ultimatum. October, I was just like, you know what? You're right. Let's do what it do. It's not working. Then I really started, looking, but I knew deep down inside that My bad, y'all. Deep down inside, I did not want to go back to work like that unless it was me going back to do something that I wholeheartedly wanted to do, something that really resonated with me. So I got on Indeed and I was just scrolling, applying to a lot of different things. And then I shot my shot and applied to be a preschool teacher assistant. And it happened to have been at one of the schools that I kind of wanted my child to go to at one time. My 8-year-old. It was my 8-year-old and then Kaz, obviously. But my 8-year-old, it was a preschool that I wanted him to go to that I could never get him into because it's like an academy. Excuse me. So I ended up applying. Didn't really think nothing of it, but fingers were crossed. I applied to a few other preschools. And then, God behold, November 2022, actually Kyrie's birthday, Kaz's birthday, I ended up getting offered the job. I ended up having an interview, went to the interview. In November, I went to the interview. And then his birthday, I was offered the job. I was over the top excited. It was really, really a blessing. So that's where I'm at now. I am a preschool teacher assistant / lead teacher. Well, I'm the lead teacher in my class. I'm working on all that certification and stuff, credentials. It's really hard. Don't get me wrong. It is hard because now I work full time. So I have missed out on certain things with the other two. I have missed important meetings. I have missed being able to just do what I was doing as a stay-at-home mom. But I had to do what I had to do. A lot of people be like, oh, it's not about what's good, best for you, it's what's best for the children. Me working and trying to continue to provide a stability place for them is what's best. It is hard because things just pile up. I am sort of kind of doing it alone. I am the full-time guardian. I am the one still having to get up, go to work when someone's sick. I have to take off from work. I miss work. And do I have any regrets? I really don't. I really don't have any regrets. Do I miss being staying-at-home mom? Yes. So that's why I'm currently working on some things to get back to doing what I love, what I'm passionate about, but also being able to be home to do so. So my advice to anyone, to any woman that is struggling with being a full-time working mom, don't beat yourself up. You have to do what you have to do. Like, I know that's more easier said than done, and it's like that cliche saying, but it's the truth. You have to do what you have to do. In the midst of doing what you have to do, don't forget the bigger picture. Don't forget it. If you're doing it alone, I salute you because it's hard. I'm living it. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my gosh, girl. It's hard. It's hard. It's no walk in the park. It's not easy. It's no no flex or anything, in my opinion. It's definitely not a flex. But we're doing what we have to do. And to y'all who don't really get it, before you call a woman crazy for having to leave home to get back to the workplace, look around you. Look at society now. Look at the economy now. Look at the price of things. Look at all that before you pass judgment on somebody. But y'all, listen. That's why I did what I had to do. That's why I went from being a stay-at-home mom to a working mom. Full-time working mom. 40 hours a week working mom. That's the life I live right now. It's the life I live at this current moment with no regrets.